Did you know that some of your daily habits could be destroying your chances of becoming rich? Yes, those little behaviors that seem harmless on a daily basis could be undermining all your financial potential. If you've ever felt trapped in a cycle of earning and spending, without ever managing to save money or invest in your future, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to reveal the 6 habits that most prevent people from achieving financial freedom and, more importantly, how you can replace them with practices that really work. After deeply studying the financial patterns of wealthy people and observing the most common mistakes among those who fail to accumulate wealth, I know exactly what makes the difference. And I'm going to share it with you now. Ready to transform your mindset and your financial results? Then let's get straight to the point. Now, tell me, have you ever wondered why so many people work hard, put in overtime, but never manage to accumulate wealth? Why does it seem like money goes into your account and disappears before you even realize it? The truth is that this doesn't happen for lack of effort. Most of the time, the problem lies in everyday habits that we spend years repeating without even questioning. It's like being stuck on a Ferris wheel. You move around, but you can't get off. For example, have you ever seen someone who seems to earn well, but lives in debt? Or perhaps you've caught yourself saying, "This month was different, I had some unforeseen events." But these unforeseen events crop up month after month, and the result is always the same: bills piling up, financial anxiety, and the feeling that life is out of control. And this is because many people have never been taught how to manage money efficiently. We are bombarded with messages encouraging consumption, but no one teaches us how to create wealth. The problem isn't lack of money, it's how we use what we have. Small habits that seem harmless end up costing us dearly over time. And what's worse, many people don't even realize they're repeating these patterns. But don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're going to identify these habits together and understand how they're preventing you from making financial progress. With this knowledge, you'll subscribe to DeepL Pro to edit this document. Visit www.deepl.com/pro for more information. Have the tools you need to change your relationship with money and start building the financial freedom you deserve. Ready to turn the page and take the first step towards changing your financial life? Let's find out which 6 habits you need to give up now. Now that you've understood the problem, let's take it a step further. There are 6 habits that are literally putting the brakes on your financial life. They drain your money, prevent you from investing in your future, and, most dangerously, make you believe that getting rich is impossible. These habits range from spending more than you earn to the famous procrastination, which destroys the power of compound interest. They also involve a lack of financial planning, consumerism, and even how you use your time on a daily basis. But don't worry, because I'm not just here to list problems. In this video, I'm going to show you how each of these habits works, why they hurt your finances so much, and, above all, how to eliminate them. I'm going to share practical strategies that you can start applying today. And the best part? These changes don't require great efforts or high salaries. They just depend on consistency and better choices in your daily life. So if you want to transform the way you deal with money, stick with me to the end. Each of these habits has a clear solution that can literally change your financial life. Now, let's start with the first habit. Let's start with the most common and perhaps the most destructive: spending more than you earn. This is a habit that traps millions of people in an endless cycle of debt and financial anxiety. When you live beyond your means, you are constantly compromising your future income to pay for past decisions. A classic example is the excessive use of credit cards. It offers the illusion of purchasing power, but in practice it accrues interest that turns a small purchase into a snowball. Another example is unnecessary spending, such as subscriptions you don't even use, impulse purchases, or a lifestyle that doesn't correspond to your financial reality. The solution? A simple but effective budget. List all your income and expenditure. Identify where your money is going and cut out non-essential spending. Set a clear rule: never spend more than 80% of what you earn. The ideal is to save or invest at least 20%. When you start spending less than you earn, you create space to build up an emergency reserve, invest, and, above all, avoid debt. It's a simple but essential step for anyone who wants to start accumulating wealth. Now that you know the importance of living within your means, let's move on to the second habit, which is just as dangerous: lack of financial planning. If you don't have a financial plan, it's like driving without a destination. You may be on the move, but you'll never get anywhere. Lack of financial planning is one of the biggest obstacles to building wealth. Without a plan, you don't know exactly where your money is going. You know that moment when you look at the bill at the end of the month and ask yourself, but where did everything I earned go? That's because you're not keeping a close eye on your finances. For example, many people live without recording income and expenses. They make purchases, pay bills, but never have a clear picture of the total. What's more, without planning, it's easy to fall into traps such as overspending in one area, such as leisure or shopping, and end up neglecting important priorities, such as saving or investing. The solution? Make a habit of recording everything. Use an app or even a simple spreadsheet to write down your earnings and expenses. Divide your expenses into categories, such as housing, transportation, food, and leisure. This allows you to identify excesses and redirect money to more important objectives. In addition, set financial goals. It could be paying off a debt, creating an emergency reserve, or investing for the future. With a clear plan, you'll have control over your finances and see real progress. Now that you know how essential financial planning is, let's talk about another habit that could be sabotaging your finances: putting off investments. Postponing the moment to start investing is a mistake that can be costly in the long run. Many people think they can only invest when they're earning a lot of money or after they've got their life in order. But the truth is that the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to achieve your financial goals. The power of compound interest, which makes money grow exponentially over time, depends on one fundamental variable: time. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people. The first starts investing 200 Brazilian reals a month at the age of 25, and the second does the same, but only starts at 35. With a rate of return of 10% per year, the person who started earlier will accumulate almost twice as much, even if they invest the same amount each month. Procrastinating on investments is like missing a train that only passes once. Every year you put it off, you miss out on precious time to make your money work for you. The solution? Start now, with what you have. It doesn't matter how little, the important thing is to get into the habit. Today, there are countless affordable investment options, from Treasury Direct to low-cost funds. Use tools and simulators to understand the impact of time on your income and take the first step. Investing early is not about how much you have today, but about how much you can accumulate throughout your life. Now that you've understood the power of starting to invest early, let's demystify one of the biggest misconceptions that stops people from seeking wealth: believing that it only comes from luck or inheritance. Many people have the false belief that wealth is something that only happens through luck or inheritance. They think that to become rich you have to win the lottery, receive a large inheritance, or make a lucky break. This mentality is one of the biggest obstacles to achieving true financial freedom. The truth is that wealth is rarely the result of chance. It is built through discipline, consistency, and good choices over time. People who amass great fortunes don't rely on external factors such as luck. They focus on doing the right thing, every day. Think of people like Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors. He didn't get rich overnight. He built his fortune over decades by making smart, disciplined investments. Just like him, you too can start accumulating wealth with small, consistent actions, such as investing every month, saving, and maintaining a long-term mindset. The solution is simple: change your mindset. Instead of waiting for luck or an extraordinary event, focus on what you can control, your daily choices. Be disciplined, study, invest, and, most importantly, be patient. Wealth is a journey, not a sudden destination. Now that you've understood the role of discipline and a long-term mentality, let's talk about a habit that steals your time and, consequently, your money: wasting time on unproductive activities. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have and, unlike money, it cannot be recovered. However, many people waste their time on unproductive activities, such as spending hours on social media, watching too much TV, or procrastinating. These activities not only steal your time, but also directly affect your finances. When you spend your day consuming useless content or distracting yourself with activities that add nothing to your personal or financial growth, you are failing to invest in yourself. The time you could dedicate to learning about finance, studying investments, or even planning your future is being lost in a cycle of distractions. For example, imagine you decide to watch a TV series for 3 hours every night. In a month, that adds up to 90 hours, the equivalent of more than a week's work. Instead, you could use this time to learn more about investing, analyze your spending, read books that help improve your financial mindset, or even look for an extra source of income. The solution is simple, but requires focus. Replace these unproductive activities with actions that add value to your financial future. Plan your time effectively. Divide your day into blocks and set aside moments to learn, develop new skills and focus on objectives that really matter. Remember, time is money. And the more you know how to use it, the faster your financial life will change. Now that you know how wasting time directly impacts your finances, let's talk about the last habit, which is also linked to consumption, the temptation of impulse purchases. We live in a society that encourages consumerism. Every day, we are bombarded with advertising campaigns and promotions that make us believe that happiness lies in buying new things. And that's where the mistake comes in. Impulse purchases drain your money and often result in items you don't really need or use. Have you ever found yourself buying something just because it was on sale, even though you knew it wasn't a priority? This is more common than you might think, and many people don't even realize how much they're spending on superfluous things. Over time, these small purchases accumulate and damage your budget and your ability to save and invest. The solution to this is to develop awareness of your consumption habits. Before you buy, ask yourself, do I really need this now? If the answer is no, it might be better to postpone the purchase or even discard it altogether. Also, a great strategy is to adopt the 30-day rule. If you're thinking of buying something non-essential, wait 30 days before making the final decision. If after that time you still feel you really need the item, then buy it. Over time, this mindset will help you make more conscious purchases and redirect your money to what really matters, whether it's investing, saving, or achieving long-term financial goals. Now that you know all the habits that prevent you from getting rich, it's time to reflect on the impact of each of them and how to start changing your financial life now. Now that you know the 6 habits that are preventing you from achieving wealth, the question is, what are you going to do with this information? Financial transformation begins the moment you decide to take charge of your life and change your mindset. It doesn't matter where you are now, what matters is where you want to be. And to get there, you need to take action. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how you manage what you earn. By eliminating these habits, you begin to create a solid path to financial freedom. Every small change you make now will have a significant impact on your future. And the best part, the power to change is completely in your hands. So, reflect on everything we've discussed. Which of these habits do you already practice? Which ones are you going to start changing today? The secret to gaining wealth is not one big leap, but a series of small, consistent steps. Start now, and you'll soon see the results of this new mindset and these new actions. Remember, the journey to financial freedom begins with the first step. And that first step you've already taken, just by being here and wanting to improve your financial life. Now that you're ready to take action and change your financial life, let's move on to the next step, making conscious decisions and continuing to learn. Let's go on this journey together. If you've made it this far and are ready to start transforming your financial life, I want to know, which habit are you going to change first? Comment below and share your decisions. And, of course, if you found this content useful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more practical tips on finance, investments, and the wealth mentality. We're here to help you achieve your goals and build a prosperous financial future. If you enjoyed the video, share it with someone who could also benefit from these tips. Helping each other is one of the best ways to create an environment of success. So, let's continue on this journey to financial freedom together. I look forward to seeing your achievements and the progress you make over the coming months. See you in the next video. Your journey begins now. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can start today. You have everything you need to change your financial life. The only thing missing now is your commitment to transformation. Remember, wealth is not a destination, it's a journey. And every decision you make today will impact your future. So do the right thing, eliminate those habits and focus on the actions that will really get you closer to your financial goals. The secret is to start. Over time, you'll realize that true wealth comes from consistency and continuous learning. So stop waiting for luck or a big external change. The real change starts within you, now. Your financial freedom depends on your choices. Let's go together, step by step, to achieve the future you deserve. See you in the next video.